Welcome to Lisbon in Portugal, and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Shaun and I am a vlogger from Edinburgh in Scotland, and I am here in Lisbon in Portugal, Lisboa, as part of a 1-month tour of Europe. I've already been here for about a week, and I have captured a lot of footage over the course of that week, and there are some things about Portugal that I wanted to share from a Scottish perspective right here on today's vlog. If you're new here, welcome, thank you very much for joining in. Please do hit the big red subscribe button so you can join the clan. Right, okay, that was a lot of steps that I just climbed up. Lisbon likes a set of stairs. I am staying about 100 metres down the hill over there. I just absolutely love it here. I've been to Lisbon 4 times and I've got a lot to say about it because it is just one of my favourite capitals in all of Europe. It is a fantastic city. The people are cool. The food is amazing. The weather, well, it's just incredible. And Portugal as a whole is at your doorstep when you stay here in Lisbon. And I thought I'd do today's vlog as a bit of a Scottish reaction, a Scottish commentary on what I've found here in Portugal. I need to talk first of all about the alleyways, right? Here, especially in this neighbourhood, Lisbon is a very old city of hills, right? And those hills have very old buildings on them that people have lived in for 500, 600, 700 years. It is an old city. And here's the thing, right? I'm from Edinburgh. Edinburgh is a very old city. We pride on ourselves on being a really old city where you can come and see history and actually stay in history. You stay in buildings that are so old with ghost stories and tales of people who lived there in hundreds of years gone past, right? And I thought that was something that was pretty unique to us in Edinburgh, but it turns out it's not unique whatsoever, because here in Portugal is an old city, and exactly where we're staying in a building that is hundreds of years old, in streets that are hundreds of years old. And yes, they're now covered in graffiti and stuff, which makes it look awesome, by the way. And I went on a wander the other night through this old part of the town, and I want to show you right now here on the channel. Somebody is singing down there. We're going to a neighbourhood called Alfama, which is basically a steep hill. So we're walking upwards like this. This. Wow. There's a bike coming up that alleyway, they're just there. Wow, these streets are unbelievable, they never end. You could get lost up here so easily if you were like drunk walking through here. So, as you can see, it is an old city. There are a lot of alleyways, lots of awesome places to explore here. You could walk through these alleys and passageways at night time and daytime for days and days and days, because there's just so much to explore. So many little nooks and crannies, so many amazing shops, and so many awesome restaurants. Some of the best restaurants you'll find in Europe for the price. Okay, another thing I need to talk about is bakeries, right? Being Scottish, I think I, as well as most other Scottish people, are something of an expert on bakeries, right? Not really. Greggs, if you think about it, it's pretty poor really, isn't it? Greggs the bakery. But no, in all fairness though, we do have some really good bakeries in Scotland. They make like homemade pies and stuff. They are dwindling out, unfortunately, but they are good. But listen, the bakery here in Portugal, the bakeries are absolutely phenomenal. I have never had so many good sweets and cakes. The sweet pastries here in Portugal are the best. A lot of them are made of eggs. Egg is a very famous way that they make their sweets here in Portugal, and it is delicious, let me tell you. Go to the bakeries here in Portugal. There are any number of them on any single street. Scotland, we don't know anything about bakeries, trust me. Not until you come here to Portugal you will find that out. Alright, something interesting, right? Scotland, Edinburgh, the home of train spotting. You've probably seen train spotting, right? If you haven't seen it, go and check out my series of vlogs all about train spotting, and then go and watch the films. They're really good. They're all about my city in Edinburgh. And it's all about the kind of drug misuse that we have in Edinburgh. And I thought we must be kind of the drug capital of the world or something, the way we carry on in Edinburgh. But listen, here in Portugal, as a foreign person, as somebody who's clearly foreign, right? I get stopped on the streets all the time. Every 50 metres, if you're walking in the city centre here, by people trying to sell me drugs. And here's the interesting thing, drugs here in Portugal, all drugs, I believe, are totally legal. I am not interested in drugs, but I get stopped all the time, people asking if I want drugs, right? They'll often just stand there, and as I'm walking past, they'll go, "Oi, you," and then they'll give me this look, and then they'll look down like that. They'll look at my eyes, they'll get my eye contact, right? And then they'll look down at their waist like this. They're trying to draw my eyes down to their waist, right? And when I get down to their waist, they're like this, holding something here, right, in their hand. And then as I get closer, they'll be like, "Cocaine, maconha, marijuana." And they're like some insane lunatic rambling on all of these words of drug names. Cocaine, cocaine, anything you want. And they'll just keep going until I walk past. And like, my first reaction was like shock. But I've learned conversing with these people is a very bad idea. Very bad idea. do not converse with them. Secondly, another bad idea I learned, do not get angry with these people. Like I said, I was stopped by these people every 50 yards asking if I was on drugs, right? These people all know each other. It's a network. Every 50 yards, one of these people will all descend en masse onto where you are if you decide to be aggressive with these people. So I do not recommend it. You have been warned. I decided the other night there, I'd had enough of these people asking me if I wanted drugs. I decided to try a new tactic. I would be aggressive, passively aggressive, without actually saying anything at all. Check this out. Alright, so my new weapon in my defence of all the hundreds of people who want to stop me in the street here in Lisbon all the time asking me if I want to buy drugs off them is my very own t-shirt. My Scottish passive aggressive, well, to be honest with you, more aggressive than it is passive t-shirt. What are you looking at? That's it. Try and come at me with drugs, you'll get the stag staring right back at you. And if you want to similarly deter unwanted attention, you can buy this t-shirt as well. Amazon.com/shop/Shaun or on adventureeverything.club. The links are down below for that. Let's see if that works tonight here in Lisbon. But that's just like one of the small slights on Portugal. Portugal's a fantastic place. And I've been travelling around over the last week outside of Lisbon. And as I said, the beauty about Lisbon is that you're never far away from some of the best places I've ever been in my life. The beaches, the coastline is incredible here. Hire a car in Lisbon, the car hire in Lisbon is so cheap. I'm not joking you, right? I paid for 3 days, hire car, here in Lisbon, 35 euros for 3 days. I thought I was stealing the thing. It's really cheap to drive and you can get around Portugal easily. It's a small country, probably about the size of Scotland, right? And you can drive within an hour here, you'll be on some amazing beaches. First of all, the coastline of Ericeira, where I saw one of the best sunsets I've seen in years and years and years. The second place we went to, Mata Pequena here in close to Lisbon, where we went for lunch. It was such a gorgeous spot. Check out some of this footage of this little gorgeous town, which was about half an hour, 40 minutes drive away from here in Lisbon. The last comment I want to make on Portugal in a kind of Scottish sense, right? Because in Scotland we have lots of awesome beaches, but I always have a complaint about the beaches in Scotland. Whenever I take anybody to the beaches in Scotland, I think, are they going to be put off by the water? Because we've got some amazing, gorgeous beaches in Scotland. I take everybody there, whether they're from Brazil or Portugal. I've taken lots of friends to the beach from other countries, and they're like, wow, this is beautiful. Can I swim? And I say, you can swim, but it's going to be freezing. They get in the water, and sure enough, they almost die of shock because of the temperature of the water. Scotland is freezing. But listen, some of the beaches here in Portugal are no different. You would think, Portugal being a hot country, the water would be hot too, but it's not. If you travel down the coast to the Algarve in the south of Portugal, yes, the water there is nice and warm, as a lot of British people already know because they go there on holiday every year. But here on the Atlantic coast, close to Lisbon, I promise you guys, the water here is absolutely freezing. There's a place called Cascais not far from here. I don't think I've ever felt water that cold in my life. That will be coming up in vlogs in the very near future, but the water here in Portugal on this Atlantic coast is freezing. There must be a current that comes from the north or something that brings the cold water because it's properly freezing. Oh my god. I struggle to get in the water here. I am somebody who dislikes cold water with a vengeance. I like warm water. So my recommendations is go to the beach here close to Lisbon to have a look at the views. The views are beautiful. But if you want to go swimming, you want to go in the sea, go down to the Algarve on the south coast. It is far warmer. Anyway, I think that is my Scottish reaction to Lisbon. I've got a whole series, a whole week's worth of vlogs that I'll be coming your way with right here on this channel, all about my trip to Portugal, one of my favourite countries in the world, and I cannot wait to share that series with you. So please stay tuned over the coming days. I'll put the links down below to the playlist. Make sure you go and check it out. Portugal is awesome and I cannot wait to share my experience, my travel experience with you guys. This is part of my Scottish reaction to series of videos that I'm doing right here on my channel as well. Again, I'll put this link to that series down below. So anyway, thank you very, very much for watching. I appreciate it. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Comment down below. I'd love to know your thoughts. Have you been to Portugal? What did you think? And until the next adventure, I hope you have a good night, morning, evening, afternoon, or whatever time of day it is wherever you are in the world. From Lisbon, Portugal, take care.